Hello everybody, welcome to the Ultimate Scouting Show. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to be looking at BJ Ojulari, the edge rusher out of LSU, seeing where he fits in this NFL draft. BJ Ojulari might just be the best speed rusher in this draft. We're going to be diving into a little bit of his background, some pros, some cons, and my overall draft profile and a final grade on him. Let's dive into his background here. BJ Ojulari was a four-star prospect out of Marietta, Georgia. He had 18 different offers, very much considered going to Tennessee before eventually ending up at LSU. He really played a lot as a true freshman, playing every single game, and he was a very productive player pretty much throughout his entire career at LSU. He had 16 and a half sacks and 25 tackle for loss over his 3 years at LSU. Nothing absolutely mind-blowing there, but certainly productive numbers. He was also given the number 18 at LSU, which is given to an LSU player that represents all the outstanding traits of an LSU football player. Obviously, he's thought of very highly within that program, and that is a great thing to see from an NFL draft profile. BJ Ojulari is listed at 6'3", 250 pounds right now, so definitely a player that has good size for the position, though he is a little bit of a lighter edge player. Getting into some of the pros of BJ Ojulari, first up, he has fantastic bend and flexibility as he gets to the outside corner of his rush. One of the big things that I look for, especially in speed rushers like BJ Ojulari, is really the ability to bend and have that ankle flexibility to wrap around and get to the quarterback. When you're attacking the outside shoulder, most of the time the offensive lineman is pushing you to wrap around the pocket, and your job as the defensive end is to be able to close off that angle and really be able to attack the quarterback. To do that, you really need good flexibility and bend in your lower half, and BJ Ojulari absolutely has that, as he has shown the ability to really bend around the edge, put that foot in the ground, close off that angle, and get after the quarterback. One of the things that really helps him do this is his fantastic burst off the snap. One of the things that you look for in an edge prospect is who is winning the third step of a pass rush set. Is it the offensive tackle or the edge player? And for BJ Ojulari, most of the time it is him winning that third step. That gives you a huge advantage, just being able to close down the angle quickly, force the offensive lineman to really commit to you because you're in so close to his chest already, and that allows you to attack the outside shoulder or possibly have a inside counter move that catches him off balance. And BJ Ojulari just does a fantastic job getting that third step and have that initial burst that is really, really important and impressive for an edge player that wins with speed. Not only does he attack the outside shoulder really well, he also has a great variety of pass rush moves. You see him go to the dip move and the ghost move when he's attacking the outside shoulder, which is really where you are dipping below the offensive lineman's outstretched arms when they go to throw a punch, and you're able to get underneath them and really rip towards the quarterback. He's shown a great dip and rip move. He's shown a great ghost and rip move. Both of those things are very translatable to the NFL as well. He showed that he can have a swipe move both inside and outside, and he has shown the ability to have occasional power moves, especially with a long arm move. He has very good length, and he needs to continue to use that to his advantage because a lot of the times he is a pure speed rusher, so bringing in a power element to his game is really important, and he's shown that he can do it at times with that long arm move. He also has very active hands, constantly looking to swipe down the offensive lineman's hands and get into their chest. He has a very good motor when it comes to rushing the passer, and that is a very important trait. Even though the counters don't necessarily always work, he's constantly looking to find ways around the offensive lineman. That's something I love to see from a pass rushing perspective. Now, getting to some of the cons for BJ Ojulari, the biggest one is that he is really just not a force in the run game at all. He's often knocked away at the point of attack. He's not very good at setting the edge. He can't really penetrate into the gaps, and he can't shed blocks very well. If you run it at him, usually it's going to be a fairly decent play for the offense. He just really does not have that power profile to his game, his ability to stand and hold that edge and hold that position so that the defense behind him can really get into position. He does not do that very well. That lack of a power profile also shows up in the passing game. We talked about his long arm, but that just does not come out enough. He is relatively predictable when it comes to a pass rush plan at times because he consistently goes to that speed rush to the outside shoulder. He needs to continue to develop inside counters and power counters when rushing the passer. That would really allow him to take his pass rushing profile to the next level. Because he's already a below average run defender, he really needs to get very good at applying those counters and being able to win in a variety of different ways to stay on the field. Because as rare and athletic as he is as a speed rusher on the outside, he has to be a little bit more consistent at finding that power counter or that inside swipe counter. So the final verdict on BJ Ojulari, he is an absolutely electric speed rusher in this draft. His ability to bend around the outside, have the flexibility to close the angle towards the quarterback, and his burst off the snap are incredibly rare traits that are very hard to teach and very unique for a speed rusher in the NFL level. He will have a very notable and immediate impact, I think, in the NFL as a third down and pass rush specialist at the defensive end position. I think that there's certainly a role for that in the NFL, and it's a very important role as well. That being said, I do think he will perhaps be limited to just third downs and pass rush situations early on in his career because he really lacks that power profile in the running game. So that makes it really hard to justify taking him with a really high pick in this draft because he is only probably going to be on the field in select situations as a rookie. The traits that he does have, though, are incredibly rare, and it is very, very tough to find an edge rusher with the kind of speed, pass rush arsenal, and athleticism that he has to win on the outside shoulder. And because of that, I have him as a final grade of an 84.35, which is an early second round pick on my grading scale. I think he provides a lot of things that you really look for as an NFL scout when looking at edge rushers, and his ability to win on the outside with speed and a variety of different moves is very, very awesome and something that NFL teams are certainly going to covet. I would say that he is probably the best speed rusher in this draft that I have looked at so far, at least. Will Anderson is certainly more of a power profile kind of player. I think Ojulari has just a unique ability to get to the outside shoulder of that offensive tackle and really attack the outside edge of the pocket. That's going to do it for this video. Let me know down below if you agree with my scouting report of BJ Ojulari. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that like button as well. Helps push this video out to other NFL draft fans just like you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much. Bye.